Ladies and gentlemen, ready?
Ready.
It's taking off.
Oh man, look at the heart of the beast.
I like the fact that the bearings are included in it already too.
Separate the spring that's being used on this bike. All right.
Oh, that looks cool.
Where's the reservoir?
So it's different. It's put together for the rear. We can do the two top ones.
Yo!
It's a single unit now.
I didn't even, oh,
It's
that's a reservoir. Oh.
It's inside, so it's different
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It's a built-in reservoir.
And
Oh.
I think they ripped that off.
I didn't even see, because that's a Gillespie design and Brembo. Some racing Gillespie reservoir has built-in reservoir to the master. One Brembo also, but that's like top tier. Well, not top tier, but higher
I've seen
end.
that on Aprilias. I think they knocked that one off.
Okay,
from the Aprilia,
okay.
maybe. So we'll do the two tops.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, it's missing a reservoir. Ah.
Yeah. So again, that thing you twist, it adjusts inside the reservoirs.
Oh, okay, but that's fine. We'll do two tops.
We'll do the two tops.
So we're not gonna put them on just yet. We got a lot going on with this bike, you know that. 4, it's a 3 and a 4. It looks like that's the same case, yeah. It's a 4 here. Yep, it's a 3. So yeah, 3 and a 4. Bike is cool, man. Or a tank sliding cover. That's I know somebody's gonna design that goes somewhere over here and here, like right here. Yeah, somebody. I know somebody's working on it. I don't know who, but somebody is. We're gonna take off the belly pan first. It is still a 2-piece design, but used to be 3 or 2 here, and then the sum in the bottom.
It's still 3.
Okay.
Up there, there's
so
1,
2, 3,
and then there's one right above.
This one here
to release it.
Okay, so we have to take off this plastic first, I'm assuming, to release this, right?
Yeah, just that top one, though.
Just that one here? Oh, this one might have to come off to take this off. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, there used to be 3 in the bottom, now just 2. Okay. And the bottoms are 4 mil, and that's what it looks like. It's still 4 mil. Okay, so for this plastic piece is part of this now. Unfortunately, we have to do it like this because my lift is occupied. I only have one lift. But we've got stuff done like this, huh? Should be okay.
Oh my god, I remember us taking apart the Aprilia is crazy.
So yeah, just take note, it's 3. Bottom one is 4, so actually we're gonna put them here. And this goes over here. And this is 3. And it's got washers because it's on the painted area.
Yeah, I'd like a little snap-on system. I was trying to figure it out, but
And this one's 4. Usually the one by the rear set, by the rear set is 4.
oh, you know the thing is, you could do GP shifting without a rear set on this.
If it has a hole on the other side,
It does.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna make this GP. Is this what you want, yeah?
Yeah, I think I would go GP on this. What do you think?
Oh.
That was easier than I was expecting.
Oh, something else is still holding on to it.
Want me to hold it?
No, I'm holding on to it. There's no bolt, so it's probably some kind of clip in the front. Oh yeah. Yep, it's a pull tab.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Grommet. So, losing all the bolts, right? So 1, 2, 3, 2 in the bottom, right? And then you could pull it. There's a grommet right here. So technically, when you go do it, right side first, and then left. Actually, it doesn't matter when you're disassembling it, but right side first, left side second. When you go put it together, left side first, right side second. Yeah, that goes here. Cool. That's totally new. Exhaust server, exacts. Okay. ABS is not here anymore.
No, it's up there.
It's here?
Yeah.
Okay. Exhaust server is still here. So if this is gone, yeah, you could definitely get your hand in there without the fan.
They had a whole like assembly down there before. Even on the Street Fighters, you'll hold to capture everything.
And
no
it
longer
curves that way. Okay. Oil cooling line, cool. Oh. So essentially, if you're just doing a clutch, this is all you gotta take off.
Yes. Yo, you enjoying this bike too much, bro.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
telling you.
it's like Fat Boy in a candy shop.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. But then no, we gotta do more because we gotta do the radiator guards. But we could do this now. So, alright, that's an 8mm hex, 8mm socket, and it goes in there. So, there's a standoff. We want to keep the standoff because there's a bolt here. Okay. So we could undo this cover and then put the bolt back. Okay. And hopefully it's not too long. If it is, we either use a shorter bolt or we use a little spacer to take place of the cover. Or we could trim this plastic off. Just cut it off.
I've seen people take it out. We could just pull the shit off. Who cares?
We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I mean they gotta be taking it off to do exhaust or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an 8mm right there. Let me go get an 8mm socket with a little bit of extension. Right lock tight. Cool. Is there anything else that's holding it? No, it just wedged in there. It comes out like that. So, can we put this back without using any spacer? Let's see. This is why you don't want to use power tool, because you gotta feel it. Yeah, it's too long. It doesn't go in any further. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to push it any further, because it is rat Loctite there, but it's also giving me resistance. So no,
It's probably bottom out, right?
yeah, it's either bottoming out or it's starting to threading into the casing where it wasn't threaded into before. So that's why it's giving me the resistance, and I don't like to keep on pushing it. So what we can do is, yeah, this has a hex. So technically, I'm assuming by Ducati standard, you could use the hex right here. This is probably a 4 or 5. Yeah, and take that off. It may or may not be part of either a dry clutch conversion or exhaust conversion or rear set that it gives you a bolt, like one of these.
That will require it.
Yeah, and then you take the standoff off and put the bolt back in there.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do now is leave it as it is, because this is it's not just a spacer, it's actually threaded in there.
Yeah,
because,
for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. So we're gonna leave it as it is. We don't need anything we actually don't have to put this back. Right? So we'll put that there. Now what we gotta do is get some hex. Again, the bike is sitting up right, but oil should be in the bottom by now.
Pump.
Yeah, we'll see. We're going with gold, right?
Do you still like it, Jojo? You think it's a good move?
Oh yeah. We're gonna go with that.
Oh, these are really loose, man.
That's why when you were asking me about torque spec, I'm like, bro, don't even try.
I did put a little Loctite on those though, on the RVE.
It's not required. Actually, I think by Ducati. No, yeah, these are dry.
Well, they had replacement screws. It wasn't these aluminum ones.
These are aluminum.
I did like a.
These are aluminum, and by Ducati standard, these are one-time use.
Yes, I didn't put them back on. I used the replacement one. I did it like a small little dab because with the single, with it vibrating so much, I'm like,
You can. Again, it's taking off.
oh man, look at the heart of the beast.
Huh. Cool. Same clutch. Cool. All right.
Why is that gasket so cooked?
Which gasket?
That right there.
Oh, this? Because it's new. Yeah, you still have all the oil and grease. You put a little bit of grease on this gasket, even on the Duca bike ones that we do. You put a little silicone grease or silicone, silicone loop over the O-ring, over the gasket, the O-ring, so it's not that dry and doesn't tear up eventually, because oil may or may not get to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want to loop it, keep it nice and moist. This looks like same thing from the stock one. We can. I think I have one. Let me grab one. It looks the same. Before I take anything more, I wanna check this out first. Rizoma dry clutch. Sorry, clear clutch. This is nice. Okay.
It's all one.
It's all one piece. There's no another ring outside with the glass. Okay.
Which looks clean.
Very clean, but replacement. Does Rizoma sell this by itself?
I would assume so.
Okay. Yeah. And then
I think I got a smudge on it.
they got rid of, well, there's no slider solution for this. Okay. That's okay. This is the pressure plate. Oh, it comes assembled?
So they're holding it together, but you gotta undo the bottom to release the.
Oh, look at this presentation.
Yeah, presentation is sharp, man.
See, black bolts. Okay. Yeah, these are steel, so they're like black carbon bolts.
I like the fact that the bearings are included in it already too.
But you still have to move over the spindle part. Cool. So we gotta punch out the center and move it over. So when this spins, this spins, this spins, and it's like a bowl, like it,
A dish, yeah.
Yeah, a dish. Okay.
You know what's so funny? I did the RVE and I looked at this one. I'm like, damn, man, you could tell it had the card on it as well, but the QR code card. But
I mean, just look at the packaging. I mean, foam, like cutout foam, nice box. Yeah, the presentation is great, and there's a reason why they cost what they cost, you know, and they are who they are. Okay. Could these be titanium? Very possible. Spring, okay, pressure plate. Okay, we still gotta transfer over the D10. One, two, three. Okay.
I think that's it.
Pressure plate. The spring holder. Okay, 3 bolts. Cool.
I'm excited because you're mad excited about the bike.
Yeah.
Anna's like, you're not that excited about this bike. I'm like, yeah, I am.
No, you should be excited. Yeah, these are like spring loaded. So these have some torque on them. Like you see me trying to. Well, although my little thing is stubby, but so these we got a torque with the torque wrench. I think they were like 12 or 15, the most. We could go like 12. Well, we'll tighten it and then go to 10, go to 12. This, sometimes, if you know what you're doing, you could use a little power tool just so that it comes out easier. Or you could use a T-handle that spins, right? So you don't have to keep on like turning your wrist like that. It does get a little tiring. But like I said, they're springs, they're under pressure, so don't do one all the way out. Just take them out evenly.
Why is there a yellow on one of the springs? I've seen that a couple of times.
It's spring rate. So some are yellow, some are green. By definition, they could mean anything, but it's for the factory to identify what spring goes where and what color. Again, the yellow could be, anything by definition, but the reason why its color is because there's a definition to it. And mostly, I think it's because there should be something separate the spring that's being used on this bike, to other bikes. So a different bike on the Ducati lineup might have green, and then the V4 uses yellow to distinguish between bike model, or again, it could be spring rate, and that's normally what they are, spring rates. And yellow, so they could be a certain spring rate, how much force.
It comes out with the
oh no,
with
it comes out.
Yeah,
it comes out just like that.
I think that rod too is a pain in the ass. Yep, start coming out.
No, that stays there. Oh, it's still hot. So
that's connected to the clutch sleeve, right?
That yeah. So I don't have a press here, obviously, but I also do not have my driving tool. It's actually easier to drive out with the bearing because I could put a socket here. That's what I normally do. Stand this off on a 2 block of wood, and then put a socket here and drive it out. Mm-hmm. All we really need
is the pin.
So I have to do the same thing. I have to stand this up and then get a smaller socket on this surface and punch it out. Okay. And leave the ball bearing in there. But in the meantime, this will do. Put one here. One here. Find a socket. Tap on it. Boom, boom. It's still hot, so it's good. And this side's better. This one's like pointy, so like 8. And I was gonna use this, but we'll use this. Just hold it steady. And inspect and check. And boom. That's out. And now we'll drive it back into the Rizoma. Face down. Now we get a larger socket, like a perfect. And then when you drive it in, just take your time. Make sure it goes down straight. Start on it. Good. You hear that sound change? That's when it's good. and you could visually inspect to see the edge of that sitting on the edge of the bearing. And then if you want to inspect it, you can go tap it a little bit, and we're good. See? Voila. Then we'll put this back. This is where it gets tricky, because it has to go in and it has to get seated. So it's best for me to get the pressure plate and the bolt ready. So once it's seated,
You want to pull those out first?
what?
The little rings.
Good call.
Be easier.
No. I almost forgot. So good call. Yeah, these little clips. Just get a flathead and get it out. So again, just make sure these 3 clips gets moved over. This is seated properly. It spins the ball with no resistance, and it spins for days.
Oh, that looks good already.
Oh, look, preview.
I'm ready for that. Oh, man.
So this is the tricky part, where you have to make sure all the plates are lining up. And if it's not lining up with the notch, see, you see how I just push it in? Sometimes it's not seated properly yet. If there's a gap, it's not seated properly.
So it's not.
No. Like there's another tuck.
So it hasn't hit a groove yet.
Yeah, or sometimes there's another push that you can give. But see, right now I can't push any further. So one of those plates, it's holding it. You see how this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not seated properly yet. And a lot of times it doesn't just go in like that. Sometimes that last little push, you have to give it pressure, and that's what these springs are for. They're pressing it. So right now, no, it's not. It's not in there yet. So I take it back out. I think what made these a little more difficult to do than the Ducati bike is that I can't see behind this. Like on a Ducati bike, I think it has a small. I think the design, it's got a different cutout design where I could see behind the teeth. This I can't really see behind the teeth, so I kind of have to like feel. See that right there? It's not going in. I can't see the teeth. And the other thing you can also do is take it out, line the teeth. There's your clutch plate, and then there's your pressure plate. And just make sure you take them out in a certain order, because on, like, I don't know about these, but on a Yamaha, first one or the last, first one meaning the one inside, or the last one has different thickness. I don't know about these because I haven't done a clutch replacement yet, a clutch puck replacement, so not sure about these. But just make sure whatever you take out, just have them in the right order, the way you took it out. And it takes time sometimes. Like this is the last few procedures. This is like the last thing that can slow you down. To hold the plates and line them up. Yeah, it's just that tiny little notch. And this is what I'm talking about. When it's seated properly,
there's no play at all.
There's no play at all. See what I mean? Like, obviously I gotta give it pressure, but if it's seated properly, you see this? It's not moving at all. There's no play.
Okay.
Just no play this way, but there's no play this way.
In the plates.
Yes. That's when it's seated properly. Now, that's when I gotta hold it, and that's why I needed these nearby. This way I can put the spring in there. Start it. So that it holds pressure. Again, these aren't something you want to cross thread. So if it's not going in with 3 fingers, then you're cross threading in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the pressure plate is black on all of the kits, and then this is where they have different colors?
Yes.
Okay. What other color? Black, red, and silver?
Mm-hmm. 3 of them. I think it's 3 colors. I wonder if I should have did all black.
Nah, have a little bit of red. It's cool. And they do stop. Like, you'll feel it stop. That's when you know they do bottom out. That's what I'm saying. It's like right there. Stopped. Right there. Right there. Right there. And then we'll feel the lever. Perfect. You see how it releases? That's when it's good. When it's not good, you go pull the lever, this doesn't move, and the lever couldn't be pulled in.
Okay.
So that's good. Now we just gotta torque these, put the cover back on, turn it on, and see it spin. So yeah, we're torquing these to 15 because actually no, 15 is too much. I don't like what that feel like. Let's go 13. 13 feel better. That's tight. That's torqued. 13. Tight. 13. 13. 13. Yeah, I don't like 15. 13, better. Very nice.
I just realized they didn't give a replacement O-ring.
There's no more O-ring.
Yeah, in
Oh.
between that one.
Where we're using the O-ring.
I'm actually surprised. The DBK one,
They come with it.
yeah, it comes with it.
Yeah, where we're using the O-ring.
Ah,
So, we're reusing this O-ring because it doesn't come with one. I don't know why. So remove that from your stock cover.
and that looks sad too.
And yeah, I mean, it'd be new. It'd be nice if it was new, but your bike is so new that this is still greased up. I mean, this is still good. And if you're getting like I said, new O-rings, use a little lube, grease, lithium grease to loop it up. And then, thanks to Mike, we gotta clean the heck out of the glass. Thank you, Mike.
I was excited when I got it. I opened it. I'm like, oh, let me look. Oh, it's so nice.
You know, so
I did touch it a lot.
now we got the O-rings in. Let's check the hardware before we hold that up against that because
I'm gonna do an Instagram story, and it's like, but you do a lot of stories with JoJo.
okay. Alright, so they come black hardware, steel, like Nick said, with washer. It comes with washer. What? It comes with washer. Oh, because that. Okay. So yeah. Get your hardwares ready. Checked. 4 mil. Okay. And then we're gonna clean the glass.
Why?
Oh,
you
I wonder
smudged it?
why. I don't know.
Somebody smudged the glass.
Somebody did. Nah, we're gonna use some kind of glass cleaner or alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And the other thing is, as long as you don't have a big, huge smudge in there, it's okay. If you have, let's say if you got a piece of hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay because when oil hits, it's gonna wash it. And whatever that was here, you know, hopefully something small, piece of hair, whatever, is gonna get eventually sucked down into your oil filter, and that's what your oil filter's for. So, you know, if you didn't clean it properly, if there is something, like something tiny, like don't, it's not the end of the world. You don't have to pull the casing back out. to clean the glass, because like I said, when the oil hits, the oil is gonna wash it down. So get rid of like fingerprints, grease, something that the oil cannot take with it. All right.
Oh, that looks cool.
It goes in one way only. So when you go put this in, initially you're like, oh, I want my main Idali in the center. No, these are machined to go in one way only. So you cannot mess this up. So we're gonna use, did you want to use their screws or did you want to use the stock one?
Nah, black screws.
Okay. The factory were aluminum and they were very, very soft and they're barely torqued. And these are steel, so they're harder. So run them with your hand and just make sure you line them up correctly. And did you want to use Loctite?
Your call. I did on the mono because that vibrates a lot. So
I don't think it's needed because factory didn't even use it. You know what I mean? It's one, it's barely torqued. Two, it's the factory didn't even use it, so I don't think it's calling for that. But then again, we are making a modification. We are putting on new part. This is no longer factory case. Factory case could be lighter than this, could be heavier than this. That's why the bolt that was using fit the factory case, but it may not fit the Rizoma case because different material. And also factory torque spec may not work. Well, we know it's definitely not going to work on steel, but I'm saying things change based on what you're doing to the bike, what material you're replacing it with. You know what I mean? Like you can't assume, oh, you know, it was 8 Newton meter plus or minus like 15 or 25 degree. That's what we're gonna do. Like be flexible. Like use your head. And again, the factory didn't call for Loctite, but because these are steel, and now we may have a heavier casing. Maybe they will come loose. Maybe you do need a little bit of Loctite now. You know, normally if Rizoma provides an instruction, we can go by that. Great. If not, it depends on the installer. It's nice.
It's nice.
Very nice.
It looks better than the DBK ones. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie with that one. Yeah, I'm putting that one on a Street Fighter too.
Look at this. We're gonna see it spin. So I'm just debating if I should use a little bit of Loctite because we are gonna torque it.
Do a smidge.
A little bit won't hurt, and then we are gonna torque it. Do a tap, just a tap, right?
Damn, that looks good, man. Bikes already have some Riz already, man. Jeez.
Are you the first one with the 25 with the Rizoma?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, just a tap. A little bit. Does not hurt. Too much bit can be a pain. So that's 3.
Damn, that looks really good.
That's why I need that torque wrench, the small one that you have. But yours is like, what is it, 1 to 5?
It's 1 to 10.
Is it? I thought yours was like 1 to 5.
Nope.
I wouldn't have you bought it because I was gonna buy the 2 to 10.
See, now I gotta go check it again. I could have sworn it was up to 10.
No, I think yours is 1 to 5, or 1 to like.
Yes,
6.
1 to 5. 1 to 5.
Yeah,
1 to 5.
Yes, yes. Yeah, because I want to buy the 2 to 10.
I have a 10 to 60.
I mean, this one is like 5 to 25, but you have the other one, so you know this one is bigger than the other one, right? When it comes to small torque like that, I don't like big leverage. I think this has too much leverage for me to feel 5 or 6 Newton meter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could certainly, because of how much leverage you have and this how big this is, and you could certainly push a little too far than 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why, like, I like to buy another one where it's like dedicated for that.
The small ones are expensive, like $300.
Yeah. This one was like something like that too, but I use that one for anything like 10 and over. Like I'm comfortable using that one. But 2 to 10, I need to get that one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hand tight them, and then we're gonna go 10 Newton meter, and that's it. Because like I said, this factory was super soft. Like see, like right there, that should be like 5 or 6 right there because it's stopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, that should be good. We're gonna put 8, and I'll feel how I feel. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna put 8. We got 8. 8 is good. Eight is good. I wouldn't do more than that. Because where it's stopped, and based on how it feels with the leverage, that's good. So yeah, I was pretty on point with the hand feel because I said what 5 to 6. That's what it feel like when it stopped. And when I did 8, you see how it tightened a little more.
Yeah.
And it stopped at 8. So yeah, so the hand tight is about 5 to 6. And then if you give it that extra quarter, then that's your 8 right there. So if you're not using a torque wrench, when it's stopped, you go around, make sure it's seated properly, and then you go one by one, give it that quarter turn, and that's your 8 right there. And this is just alcohol with water.
Yeah, that was it.
You want to turn it back on? It's ready. Here, I'll turn it back on. Ladies and gentlemen, ready?
Ready.
Oh, kickstand up. It's really straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then really just lined up this grommet with this guy here. I'm good. Okay, this goes to the top of it. This gets latched in there. This gets latched in there. Nothing's holding that.
Oh, that really breaks up the clear clutch. Breaks up all the red, which is nice.
Yeah. I'm glad it's black and it's nice. So before you put any bolts on, if you do not fit the grommet, it'll just fall out. So make sure that it seats in the grommet. There you go. And then after that, everything is straightforward. These two goes to the bottom. This comes here. This is painted. This goes here. This painted, not painted. Perfecto. Hand tight. There you go. Nothing broke. It just sounds scary.
The way they do these fairings, it sounds like you're cracking them when you're doing them. I've seen. There's one guy in Italy that's done it. I think we're the first people. Well, actually, I'm saying we. I'm using that word very loosely here. You're probably the first person to take this apart. That doesn't work at a dealer.
We are Venom.
When Ada hears this, when she's editing, she's gonna laugh. She's gonna say we. What did you do? You're in the camera.
Yeah, isn't we like yes, we.
No, that's French.
Oh, that's French.
No, I think outside of dealerships, I think you're the first person to taking it apart.
So that's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Yeah, I mean it was like a couple notches, so I had to like move it around it for it to latch. So I mean, supposedly you could undo this one and do it properly, but nothing broke. It just sounds scary because one notch was sitting on top of another. So essentially, I had to go that and then bring it over, and that transition go back. This is a 4. It gets a washer because it's painted. Give it a quarter tuck. We're good on this side.